So good day guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to use a LCD display in your Arduino. So before that I have to explain some certain things about the LCD display. I have to explain the pinout and how to connect it to your Arduino board. So if you look at this LCD, if you look at the screen, you will see that we have two LCD. One is 16 by 2, the other one is 20 by 4. What that simply means that the 16 means 16 column, which is this is 16 column, and the 2 means row, the 2 row. So we have 16 column and 16 we have 16 column and 2 row. Why this one we have 20 column and 4 row. That is what that 16 by 2 simply means, and 20 by 4. That is what it simply means. So whenever you hear of 16 by 2 or 20 by 4, we have so many LCD depending on their sizes, but these two are the most common one. These two are the most common popularly used in projects. So if you look at this, the pinout, this is the ground pin, this is the VCC pin, this is the contrast pin. This is where you set the contrast using a potentiometer. So if you adjust the port, it will adjust the contrast of the LCD. Then this ROS simply means register select, right? Then this ROW, I'm not going to go in details about this LCD because that is not the main purpose of this video. The main purpose of this video is to show you how to use it with your Arduino board. So this ROS is what it is called register select, and this ROW is called write or read. So whenever you want to read from this LCD, maybe you want to read the memory, the data that is stored in this LCD, you make this pin high. So once this pin is high, this ROW is high, that means it is reading from the LCD. But when it is low, that means you are writing to it, you are sending data to the LCD. So why this pin stands for enable. So whenever this pin, you enable this pin, it will send the data to display in this LCD. So there's another thing, there's another method of using this LCD manually, but like I said, this is not the main purpose of this video, because if you want to use it manually, that means you have to make use of all these data pin, which is from D0 to D7. But whenever you are using Arduino, whenever you want to use it in any microcontroller, you are going to make use of D4, D5, D6 and D7. So this D4, D5, D6 and D7 is the data pin whenever you want to make use of it using a microcontroller like Arduino. So first of all, we'll start I will show you how to set up this pin, these three pin, or maybe I will show you how to set up this from this part, then before we go into the Arduino part. Right, so first of all, you have to ground this pin. So I will pick my ground terminal. This is the ground terminal. I'll pick it here. So connect the ground, right? Then the VCC, I'm going to use a DC. Wait, I'm going to use a DC supply. This is DC, so I'll use this terminal to VDD. So VDD is the VCC of this LCD. Likewise, the other 20 by 4 LCD. So another one is that we can make use of a potentiometer. So I'll go to my library to pick the potentiometer in order to adjust the contrast. But in this Arduino simulator, in this Pro Tools simulator, it does not matter. But whenever you're using it physically, you need a potentiometer in order to adjust your contrast if you wish to, right? Okay, so let me pick my potentiometer. This is it. So I'm going to show you how to connect it. So what you're going to do is just connect one leg of the potentiometer to VCC, then the center point to this point, right? Then the ground, I'm going to move this ground downward here. So you connect the ground of this potentiometer to here. Then this ROS, we are going to make it high, right? This ROS, you are going to connect it to the Arduino board, this ROS and enable, but this ROW we are going to connect it to ground because we want to write to the LCD. So you connect this ROW to ground because we are writing to the LCD. So why this ROS enable D4, D5, D6, D7 is going to connect to Arduino board. So let me bring up our Arduino to the scene here. So I'm going to bring our Arduino here. Then we are going to connect the enable pin to any of the pin, right? Let me use pin 7. Then connect the enable, right? Connect the enable to pin 6. Then connect the data pin D4. I don't know what is wrong with my mouse. So connect the data pin D4 to pin 5. Then connect D5 D5 to pin 4. Then connect B6 to pin 3. Then connect D7. Connect D7 to pin 2. So this is how to do the connection, right? So in our next video, I will show you some of the LCD function that we are going to make use of in order to communicate with this LCD in our Arduino IDE. So see you in our next video of part 2 on how to use LCD.